if anyone's going to build a rocket launcher or strip a Uzi or build an AK from scratch, it's Frank Castle. So I'll talk about The Punisher, the presentation, and how fantastic it was. The opening song was a bit of a choice. Like, I mean, Mother. I mean, it was good. It went well with the start and the environment. Opening up, you see him Frank. And he's bleeding. He's doing the pull-ups and he's knocking himself sick and he's knocking the pills back like the Smarties. Drinking rum like it's milk. And you always get that sense of like, foreboding, like disaster when it comes with Frank. Whenever you see him, when he comes onto screen, it's like, oh, he's there again and he's messed up in the head and he's going through it and he's reliving that moment over and over and over again. Like when he was on trial in season 2 in Daredevil. Relentless cycle of PTSD. They filmed the PTSD brilliantly. It was done fantastic with the sound effects. So when he gets off and he's thrown up everywhere because he's knocking pills back and he's knocking himself out by working out until his body can't do it anymore. He punches the mirror and has a look in the mirror says something awful about him. It says you're a fucking failure, Frank. Punches the mirror. But he's in the middle of the room, he's sitting there. He's sitting in this chair, just around all that's wrong, just everything's revolving around him. Emotions and catastrophic disaster. And he's seeing everyone coming at him from all angles. There's all his military buddies, Karen, Curtis, and it's all negative. He's seeing them come at him and they call him a failure, they call him you can't protect your family. It's the PTSD all over again. Vivid cycle. And it's done really well. And John Berthel's a fantastic actor. Really gets in the mind of Frank and just like he was born to do this role. He is Frank Castle. So when he leaves out, he's going to buy a new mirror. Looks for a new mirror anyway. I imagine he's hunting down a mirror. There's violence all around him. And he's just used to it. And he walks past it. There's a dude like off camera and he was like all covered, head to toe tattoos. Clearly criminal, clearly drug dealer. Some sort. Kids going past and like cop car on fire, and as the camera's like revolving around Frank, obviously it's focused on Frank, but he just makes no reaction to all the just violence around him because he's so used to it. Like really captured the character. You hear a gunshot off in the distance, he doesn't react. He just goes to the coffee shop, gets the coffee, and goes to the gravesite. So he's on his way to the gravesite to end it all. Because that's it. He's done. He can't do this anymore. It's too hard. It's too hard without his daughter. It's too hard without family. And then she appears, hallucination. And he gives him a second chance, second wind, if you will. She escapes the building by bouncing off a bus and then landing in between these two school buses. And a little bit before this, Buddy comes across the woman, put the bounty on him. He walked past himself as the Punisher. Like he was imagining himself as the Punisher. God knows how long, don't know the time frame, but sees himself again. And the beard is just cool as fuck. Really looks the part. I wish they could have done the white go-go boots. That would have been so fucking class. Would have been absolute fire. White go-go boots, just covered in blood. It would have been so cool. So we get to the street. There's another point as well, like the coffee shop where he got his coffee to go to his family's grave. The coffee shop owner, he's like a main part of it because he's looking at the woman in the wheelchair and he can go and kill her, she's right there, but he chooses to save the coffee shop owner because he can see he's getting battered and his family's gonna be killed. and the shop's going to be destroyed, so he chooses to save them and gets a really sweet throw, like just chucks a baseball bat and just bounces off some dude's head. It's fantastic. So he saves the family. The little girl says thanks. He obviously seen his daughter in that little girl. And then it rolls around to the end, but at the start I forgot to mention, when he's in the flat, it flashes to like a new scene is this homeless guy. He's got a cap on and he's got a little pooch, little dog, and a couple of criminals come by, kick him in the face out of nowhere, throw the dog in front of a bin lorry. Dog gets splattered. You don't see it, thank God. But he nick his cap as well. And at the start, it makes you feel like, okay, Frank's gonna kill this motherfucker, and he does. He kills him at the end after saving the coffee shop owner. He's the Punisher again, and he finds that guy, takes the cap first, but lets him go. But then the homeless guy said, "That's not all he took from me," and then you see him kill him, and the last shot is Frank pulling the trigger. It was such a brilliant presentation of the Punisher, and I wish he got more. I just wish there was more of him. I wish it was a full 20 episode series of just Frank killing, because he does it so well. But that would just be mindless violence. But we've got 4 John Wick films. It was so good, and I hope a lot of people still do like it. 1 batch, 2 batch, penny and dime. Cheers.